Good morning to one and all. Today our topic is historical development of road construction. In olden days, how roads are available presently, what type of roads are available in today. So, because in this point, I will share some screens. So, this is the in olden days, the people are traveling from one place to another place by walk only. So in any stretch from one place to another place, only the way is only by walk in olden days. After some animals are available, so if the load using capacity is increasing on the animals, so the animals are only bear only but one at a point only. So if the load is still increasing, it can't bear the animals also the load acting on them. So in order to more loads, we are using the vehicles, animal drawn vehicles. So these vehicles having wheels. Whenever the invention of wheel, the old was changed. So because of invention of wheel, so the wheel itself create a smooth and hard surface of the stratum. So riding on the pavement. So the pavements, the wheels are riding on the any hard surface. The products will, the products or items will automatically good position, and it is well. So it is well. So in this view, so in each and every point, the payment requirement is more. So in order to enough for payment. But what about strongness and durability and smooth? So in this all point of view, payments are required to should be strong, durable, and smooth. So in all these points, we require payments. So in olden days, startingly, the Romans are considered as payments are compulsory to in order to transport vehicles or goods or persons. So okay, so Romans are constructed in 500 BC, transportation of goods and or any persons. So they were built straight roads regardless of gradient. So throughout the process, they construct only straight roads. That means no slope towards the center or no towards the in the long term direction. Those are constructed only straight roads, not slope type. They were also built after the soft soil was removed and the hard strata was rigid. I will show diagram. Sorry. Okay, so if you bright your screen, the image will clearly visible. So this is the type of Roman roads construction. In this type, Romans are constructed by deeply cutting of the soft soil on the ground up to the hard stratum was reached. So they are constructed up to they are excavated the soil up to the hard stratum. Then up to the width of according to their carriage width. So that means whatever the width of the pavement is required, that's the width, and up to the depth of hard stratum was reached, the soil was excavated. After the soil was excavated, I think one or two layers. So one or two layers of large foundation stones are used for bearing of the traffic load from the top to bottom. So they are considered as the payment width should be maximum in order to get the decrease the bearing capacity from the below the soil. So for that, they are using the two layers of large foundations. So some places they are used only single large foundations according to the bottom of the bearing capacity of the soil. Above the large foundation stones, another layer was laid, that is lime concrete stones for fine lime mortar, about 20 to 25 to 40 centimeters of large broken stones. These are foundation stones. These are large broken stones. After above this layer, another lime concrete is used. That the above same the thickness was 25 to 40 centimeters, and the usual stones were small broken stones. So that's why I will just small dots from here only. After the construction of these all layers, on the top of the layer, they are using only smooth dressing of the large stones are placed on the top of the surface. Top of the surface course is acting like as a wearing course. Wearing course means the top layer which are appearing on the wood surface. So its thickness is about 10 to 15 centimeters. So the overall thickness is about 0.75 to 1.2 meters. It is almost 1.5 meter at one places, or even more at some places. Okay. So this is about Roman roads. Next one, this is the more okay. Next one. So we have still some. I will already presented some. Okay. So these are the examples of already now presently available Roman roads in the present days. So these are you are using you are reviewing these type of pics. So all these pics are Roman roads construction in olden days. So these roads are still present in the world. So these are all some examples of Roman roads construction. Okay. Next next one. The other oldest transport methods are this is the shortest point to remembering is TM TM TM. So remember these shortcut methods TM. So that means Terzagate, Metcalfe, Telford, Macadam construction. After Roman roads, Terzagate construction was starting. After Terzagate, Metcalfe was started. After Metcalfe, Telford, Macadam. So this flow was started. So I will give. So after Roman roads, Terzagate construction was started. So I will give again this picture. So in Terzagate construction, foundation again same. They are also considered uh, pavement thickness should be very high, or to in order to reduce the load from the top to bottom. So for this, they are also use the one layer of large foundation stones, large foundation stones, like we are using foundation stones in present day. So that thickness of stones are used at the bottom of the layer. Same here also, they are removing the top soil as a loose soil, and they are constructed at the bottom layer as a large foundation stones. Above the large foundation stones, they are using the broken stones for large broken stones of thickness about 8 centimeters thickness, um, almost about 8 centimeters thickness. Okay. After this layer, they are constructed another layer. Okay, another layer that the thickness is at the edge 5 centimeters only. Okay, at the edge they are constructed 5 centimeters only. So but at the edge 5 centimeters, they are increasing cross slope in 1 in 45 toward the center. While coming to the center, the pavement width is high at middle, low at edges. So sorry, I'm forgotten. Here one structure is visible. Here also one structure. Here also one structure. Here. So these stones, not the structures. These are the stones which are used to. These stones are called as kerb stones, which are used to provide the lateral stability of these pavement layers. If why these stones are used, because if any load is acting on this pavement, it automatically these layers are moved in the lateral direction. So in order to stabilize this movement, so we need to provide a stones. So they, while providing these stones, that means the layers are not forward in the direction. Okay. So that's why they are using the kerb stones at the edges of the pavement. Here also edges of the pavement. So and also Terzagate construction also provide the cross slope along the shoulders also. Shoulders means other than the pavement, that nearby the edges of the surrounding soil material. So that the surrounding soil material is known as shoulder. So shoulders also providing cross slope at a some relative to higher above the 1 in 45. They are providing 1 in 40. Okay, so cross slope is provided at the shoulders. Okay, next one, after Telford, Metcalf construction was started, but his Metcalf construction is not a that means what it is a blind person, because only just only his construction is was noted only by talking only. No physical records or no physical roads are shown. So therefore, Terzagate construction after Metcalf, his construction was 290 kilometers was constructed in the records itself. So after Metcalf construction, Telford construction was started. So in order to make the here, this is known as cross slope. This is known as cross slope because at the center of the pavement of the edge, simply we can say that camber. Okay, at the edge of the pavement, the slope of the pavement surface is higher, and at the edges, the pavement of the surface is lower. So in order to maintain the this type slope at the top surface, so Telford was considered that um, same at the same subgrade was removed at the up to the top layer of the whatever the hard stratum was reached, and he used the large foundation stones. But the large foundation stones, how he used that, uh, at the center, 22 centimeters thickness of the foundation stones were used, and gradually decreasing at the end, at the edge of the pavement. There he is used 17 centimeters thickness of the foundation stones. At the on all places, large face is laid down by hand. So the stones are laid by hand, and also the large face is placed on the bottom of the surface. So because to stability purpose, after the stones was laid, lightly small stones are used to chipping and ramming on the gaps between the stones. After this, and another layer was constructed. So the layer large broken stones are used about 10 centimeter thickness. So these layer, strictly the diagram is the diagram is here. I am diagram is completely throughout the road, but strictly the pavement, this layer was only about 4.5 meters or 5.5 meters thickness of the these layers are present. So about this layer, just 10 centimeter thickness is provided, and just 10 centimeter thickness of large broken stones. Initially they are rammed. Okay, first after one layer they are rammed, and leave it to the people. They are traveling along these surfaces, and that compacted, and after also due to directly evaporate to the rain. So due to rainwater and traffic, the payment is consolidated, so it will give so maximum stability to the payment. With the same process, again another layer 5 centimeter thickness was used to have small broken stones. Same the ramming was constructed. After the above this layer, another 15 centimeters thickness of lime mortar, which is provided at the edge. So if you are observing here, only 15 to 15 centimeters thickness. The remaining portion is 15 centimeter thickness. Here also 15 centimeter thickness is provided at the edges about lime mortar of small broken stones. Okay, so after final, the wearing course layer is used. So the wearing course layer is used about 4 centimeter thickness. So this type of construction was used in Telford construction. So once again I am repeating you. See here, the foundation stones are placed in sloping order in order to get a cross slope of wearing course. So further, above this layer 5 centimeters 10 centimeter thickness of large foundation stones. Above this layer 5 centimeter thickness of small broken stones. Above this layer 4 centimeter thickness of wearing course layers were used. Okay, so these are all Telford construction. So next one, macadam construction is the most pioneer in the highway engineering. He also is considered as father of world for transportation engineering or highway engineering. So mostly Macadam is considered as a father of what, because he is first person. He is considered as the no need of here. If you are observed, here also large foundation stones, here also large foundation stones, here also large foundation stones are used for the road construction. But here two stones, here single layer, but here is sloping. But the macadam is not considered the no need of requirement of large foundation stones at the bottom layer, because if the load present at the top layer while going to bottom, so the stress decreasing at the bottom layer, so no need of large foundation stones. And also is one more point is considered that in order to maintain stability and good payment, he is also proposed that the subgrade should be also cross slope and it is well compacted, so due to drainage facilities and subgrade stability. So due to drainage purpose and also the subgrade stability, they are compacted and rammed and make a slope in cross slope in 1 in 36 toward the center. Okay. Now after this preparation of this upgrade, laying of another layer, so that is particle size is almost broken stones of large broken stones of particle size is 5 centimeters. About the thickness of this layer is 10 centimeters. Okay. So after subgrade layer, layer was constructed of broken stones of particle size is 5 centimeters. That means passing through 5 centimeter sieve. So and about 10 centimeter thickness, compacted thickness, 10 centimeter compacted thickness. After this layer construction completed, another layer was laid. So that layer was particle size of the aggregate size are used as 3.75 centimeter. About the pavement thickness is 10 centimeter thickness. Okay. So 10 centimeter thickness. About this layer, they are you constructed wearing course layer. So wearing course layer is almost particle size is 2 centimeter thickness of about 5 centimeters thick. So totally uh, the total pavement thickness is 10 10 10 sorry 10 centimeters, 10 centimeters, 5 centimeters. So orally the pavement thickness is 25 centimeters. In olden days, the pavement thickness is about 1.5 meter. So it is very high, and it is so due to this heavy construction, still these roads are presented in the present situation. But these are very costly, and these are unfit for small drawn vehicles. So animal drawn vehicles of load is very small. So for this load, these type of construction is very costly. So it is not very much useful. So after this, they are reducing the pavement thickness by 1.2 meters to 30 centimeters. Again the pavement thickness is reduced to 35 to 41 centimeters. Again 30 centimeters, 25 centimeters to pavement thickness. So these are the historical development of the road constructions about from Romans to macadam construction. Okay. So next, okay, this is the okay. So sometimes it is asking in the previous question, what is the difference between macadam and 12 foot? If you observe this, mm, okay, macadam was used to subgrade slope is 1 in 36. You know, here the subgrade slope is 1 in 36 slope toward the center. The slope is increases at the edges is below the layer. Next, but Telford subgrade kept horizontal. So here see this picture. The Telford construction was subgrade layer is horizontal, and he is using bottom layer broken stones of passing 5 centimeter 5 centimeters stones of thickness 10 centimeters are already said. So here 10 centimeter thickness, about 5 centimeter stones. Here he used 22 centimeters foundation stones at the center and 17 centimeters at the edge. And also macadam was used 10 centimeters and 5 again 10 centimeters and 5 centimeters thickness of basins of surface stones of particle size 3.75 and 2 centimeters. Here he used two layers of large broken stones and small broken stones of cross sloping 1 in 5. The total thickness of this macadam construction is already said that 25 centimeter. But it tells about the total payment thickness is 35 to 41 centimeters. Okay. So next one. Uh, okay. So after this, the macadam was the pioneer. I told to you. So if you are seeing in your textbooks, the payment the diagrams are only half of the presentation only, so the picture is not fully here I am drawing the full picture. Okay, here I am drawing the full picture, but in textbooks we are watching only half of the picture, so that means only half portion of the payment is visible in your textbooks, so that is not very understand to you, so that was I was using these pictures. Next, after the payment, after the mechanism was used, he is also implemented other mechanism also. That means waterborne macadam roads. It is the most important roads. Still, his roads are still we are using as waterborne macadam roads. So in waterborne macadam roads, that means waterborne macadam means they are used stone dust, water plus aggregates. Here missing stone dust plus water plus aggregate. So combinedly we call as waterborne macadam. So this type this whole items you aggregate uh, called as waterborne macadam roads. Why? Because the stone dust have some binding nature. So due to this binding nature, uh, roads are constructed with aggregates and stone dust with due to binding nature availability, a little bit amount of water added to the stone dust with aggregates, so combined these stone dust giving a binding property to the road, so that's why they are called water bound macadam roads. So some still we are used as wearing course for minor roads. Some rural areas still these type of roads are available. For major roads, so for CC roads or BT roads, below the wearing course layer, waterborne macadam roads are used. So we are already well known in watching in our areas. So but these waterborne macadam roads are here on these waterborne macadam is invented by macadam only. So here you use only limestones, etc., etc. But he did not use only limestone, only just stone dust, aggregates, and water. Later, problem was arrived that um, in the rainy season. Due to penetration of water, the waterborne macadam roads will get mud. So due to it is also present in our areas also. The earth roads were constructed due to water. The roads were also automatically mud nature. Okay. Well, in the summer season, due to the traffic movement of heavy, fast moving vehicles, due to the fast moving vehicles, the air moves very fastly, so due to the air move fastly, automatically the dust will come in. So this also difficulties in the summer season and rainy season. So in order to due to these problems, he is used oils and also greases or also bitumen materials at the later stages. So it is the first stage implementing the due to oils and bitumen materials. So later we will starting considered as bitumen roads, so cement concrete roads. So after the waterborne macadam, so bitumen roads are laid. So cement concrete roads are I will discuss some points here. So cement concrete roads are very strong and durable and long life, but the initial cost is very high. So due to this cost and local available material and funds providing from the government, so for this reason, cement concrete roads are not very popular. But uh, from strong purpose and durability purpose, cement concrete roads are very high. Present in Hyderabad and presently the white top roads are planning. So due to monthly maintenance, yearly maintenance of the BT roads. Next one, BT roads. BT roads are very cheap cost, because the construction cost is very low, and the pavement surface is smooth, and also strong nature. But the maintenance cost is low. Maintenance cost is very high, because in due to changes in the temperature, the bitumen roads are automatically deteriorated. So due to many potholes are formed. But CC roads, if the once CC road constructed, it takes 10, 20 to 50 years without no maintenance. So for this, so this is the step by step development in the construction. So Roman roads, Telford, Metcalf, sorry, Roman roads, Terzaghi, Metcalf, Telford, Macadam. So this is the step by step improvement in the development of the roads. The latter, the waterborne macadam was implemented due to this dust and mud problem. He used oils and greases at the spreading on the wearing course layer. So it gives some better result. So after his presence, many researchers given different types of bitumens, bitumen grades using bitumen mixes. Presently, we see in the present bitumen roads and CC roads. Without these persons, we are not develop presently the right situation roads. So that is the main concept, the historical development of the road construction. Another point is soil stabilization. So use for this purpose, use soil stabilization materials like lime, cement, bitumen at the bottom or at shoulders. Use soil stabilization materials, and if possible, if possible, low cost materials or low cost materials used at the nearby surroundings for the construction of the roads. Okay, this is the topic for the historical development of the road construction. I hope you understand. So thank you.